The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash, double honors to our apostles, elders, the great millstone, teaching us his truth, according to the Bible, rule well. Another Shalom, another sincere argument throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. Another Shalom, all you sincere followers, believers of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well, you men, women, and children, hopefully elect, Shalom. And as you know now, or should know by now, Title 42 has ended. And, Jake is still trying to come over into the great city of America, man. And this is Bible prophecy, all right? It is written about here within 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And this is just the beginning, all right? You're going to see all different types of borders set up, different types of, barriers set up to where people cannot enter into another city. All right, and this is just the beginning of it, man.
Well, Title 42 has officially expired, and we are getting new video from the southern border overnight. There's also a new legal battle playing out.
Eyewitness News reporter Mark Cota-Robles joins us live in studio with the latest on this, Mark.
Yeah, good morning. President Biden had warned of chaos at the southern border, and now we are seeing some of that. Migrants trying to reach the U.S., defying orders to turn back, perhaps with misinformation about what's happening now that Title 42 has expired. We have that new video from overnight. You can see migrants at the border attempting to cross, met by barbed wire and Border Patrol. They're not getting any further. Under new regulations, migrants need to schedule an appointment at a port of entry using a Border Patrol app. Non-Mexican migrants told that they must apply for and be denied asylum in another country first. Those who don't follow these rules face deportation. Right now, nearly 30,000 migrants are in U.S. Border Patrol custody, with some facilities overcrowding. Part of the problem? Our nation's Homeland Security Secretary saying smugglers are spreading misinformation on social media, offering their services to migrants with promises of easy entry.
We could see very crowded, as we are now, we could see very crowded Border Patrol facilities. I cannot overstate the strain on our personnel and our facilities, but we know how to manage through such strain, as difficult as it will be. I have tremendous confidence and pride in our personnel.
And breaking overnight, the legal battle. A new Biden policy requires migrant families seeking asylum to be subjected to home curfews and GPS monitoring while immigration officials determine whether they should be deported. But a federal judge in Florida has blocked part of that parole plan, ruling that Border Patrol cannot release migrants without first issuing a formal notice to appear in court. Border Patrol says that will lead to even more overcrowding. Excuse me, Title 42, it was in place since March of 2020. It allowed Border Patrol officials to quickly remove asylum seekers citing COVID concerns. The new rules are meant to create new legal pathways to entering the U.S., and there is the risk that if they don't follow these new rules, these migrants could be barred from entering the U.S. for 5 years. A lot on the line.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
Makes you wonder what that tracking device is going to be, right? That's another lesson for another day. But this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. It says, a man should desire to go into the city and should not be able. All right, you see a lot of Israelites, especially of the northern kingdom, as well as other heathen nations, are trying to make their way over here. All right, let's not get it twisted. But they're putting the focus on Jake, which is always what Esau wants to do. All right. It says, for because of their pride, see the pride, right, is when one turns his heart from his maker, shall the cities be destroyed, and the houses, shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. Now, this very well could bring all these things that the Bible is speaking about. Because what do you expect someone to do with no job, no money, no shelter, all right, no food, no water? They're going to go and take it. They're going to go and take it, man. All right? They're not going to be able to process everyone. And this can cause a major uproar here in the States. All right? Scriptures talks about when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, Proverbs 29:2. But when the wicked bear of rule, the people mourning. People are mourning under the state that they're in because of this devil, man. But let's not sidetrack. All right, this is Bible prophecy, and it tells us Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. It says, verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak the end of what? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's rulership, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So we're going to see, what comes of this, but this is definitely Bible prophecy, man. All right. You got men, women, and children desire to go into a city. What's that city? Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. All right, a.k.a. America. And it's going to bring all types of confusion, chaos, all right? Because we're living in the times of this devil losing power. Things getting being more out of order than what it already is. Okay? So we're going to continue to see where this thing goes. And I just wanted to just touch on this topic real fast. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Continue to watch, as the scriptures say. And just pray. Because you're going to have a lot of Israelites come over here to be sealed for with this word and to be delivered. And you're going to have some to come over here to be condemned. All right? To be destroyed. So, Lord willing, that's edifying. Next time I say shalom.
Hey guys, as it says in Bible prophecy that there are going to be perilous times, let me tell you guys, perilous times are here. And as you can see with the title, U.S. is being invaded tonight. This is very serious, and I'm going to get right into it. So the Title 42 is going to be ending tonight. And a lot of you guys are, what is the Title 42? So the Title 42 started with our last president. And what's going to happen tonight, Title 42 started during the pandemic from our last president, which stopped the flood of migrants from coming in to the U.S. And he stopped it with the CDC guidelines to stop migrants from coming in from with the Title 42. But it's going to end tonight. So our last president, stopped the migrants from coming in due to the pandemic so it could stop the spread of the pandemic going into the United States. Now, the Biden administration, they extended it because it was supposed to end months ago, but now it's going to be ending tonight. So that means we have 700,000 or more right now at the border. You can see this was probably like a few months ago, so it's way bigger than this. And some have already reached El Paso and are sitting on people's lawns right now, camping out, and nobody could touch them. And I'm gonna have my husband explain that as well.
So as far as the protection that these migrants have, it's ridiculous. Police, law enforcement cannot intervene, or else they would be breaching some type of law where they're going to be like, oh, we're kidnapped, or the law enforcement kidnapped them. We have 1,500 troops that are going to be taking over the Border Patrol, and it's not to guard the border, it's to help process these 700,000 plus migrants. And I just want to point it out. We don't know where these migrants are coming from. Think about it. Everywhere in the world knows that there's an entrance to the United States through our border in Mexico, here in Texas. And it's not looking good.
Right. And I also was able to see that if you look up on Twitter and everywhere, they have white vans that are ready to not only for the National Guards to process them. They are there to process them and then ship them and put them wherever they want to be over the United States. So that means that's going to be us with our U.S. Tax dollars. The taxes are going to go up for us to pay for all these migrants. But not only that, these are going to be gangs, drug cartels. I heard they're getting out of prisons. And they're going to be coming from different countries. It's not going to just be one country.
And prior to this week, you were able to look at the CCTV footage, like live footage of the borders. It's no coincidence now. You can't look at it.
I think this means war, guys. Heads up. You guys be